The one, the only, Mr. Liam Neeson. Born in Ballymena and now one of the world's biggest movie stars, Liam Neeson came home again tonight for the Cinemagic premiere of his new movie. Providing the voice for Aslan in the latest instalment of the Chronicles of Narnia, The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Liam Neeson told the audience of young budding film and television workers how he never gave up on his dream of being an actor.
Everybody doesn't have to run off to LA, you know. London is and has come back again to become a centre of excellence, you know, as I hope Belfast will too, you know. And I know there's movies being shot here. In my time, of course, that was impossible. You felt you just had to get away, you know.
The boards at the Lyric Theatre that really set the ball rolling, I suppose, for your professional acting career. And the Lyric, still really close, something that's really close to you.
Sure, yeah. I'm a patron of the Lyric, and I started there in 1975, I think it was, yeah.
And of course, the ongoing redevelopment that's happening there,
yeah,
really, really important for the arts in Northern Ireland. Why do you feel it's important that you support that?
Because I can only speak from my personal experience, which was when I was there for 2 seasons, 75, 76, 77, and the theatre never closed its doors. And as some of the members of the audience may know, there was incredible atrocities committed in this province and very, very difficult times. That theatre never closed its doors, you know. And I just really respected that and thought it's so important that art and culture always goes through, always pushes its way through. It's never intimidated.
Your film career has been long and varied, it would be fair to say. Variety, I think, is the spice of life, they call it. And essentially with you, we've had fantasy, we've had action, we have animation with the likes of Chronicles of Narnia. Is that important to keep the ambition alive?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a jobbing actor, you know. If it's Schindler's List or Hangover Part 2, I go where the work is. Seriously. It's as simple as that.
Well, let's talk about the Chronicles of Narnia, of course. It's called The Voyage of the Dawn Treader, the new movie. You provide the voice of Aslan, and the third movie that you've provided your vocal cords, or lent your vocal cords to Aslan. What's it like to work on animation? It must be very different from actually being the physical actor appearing on set.
It was a little frustrating, I have to say that, because I wasn't on location with the kids. They shot the movie, and then I was brought in at the end to a sound booth and recorded the lines of Aslan. So I was a wee bit frustrated, and because Aslan's supposed to have this relationship, very, very close relationship with the children, and so that was kind of strange. So I worked very close with the director on finding a tone of voice that would be right for this lion. I went on safari to see what they looked like in the wild and to figure out why C.S. Lewis picked a lion to be Aslan as distinct from an elephant or a tiger. And when you see lions in the wild, I saw them take down a kill, a zebra, and eat it, and then mate, and then roar, and fall asleep and wake up again. And they have this look in their eyes that's like thousands of years old. And I was like, you understand why they're kings of the jungle and why C.S. Lewis picked a lion, you know, this incredibly majestic, powerful creature, you know.
So much, even when you're working with animation, so much research goes into that part. Have you grown attached to Aslan?
I have, very much so, yeah. And sometimes friends and colleagues say, oh, leave an Aslan voice in the, you know. I says, no, you don't get it. No. Aslan's kind of God, you know, I don't know.
Liam, a few people have brought up Schindler's List, of course, taking you back to 1993 and the release of Schindler's List. Did you realise at the time that it was going to be receive such critical acclaim and be so successful worldwide?
No, we didn't. It was a very small little black and white movie. And we all went off to Krakow in Poland, and We shot it very fast, and it was a brilliant script by a gentleman called Steve Zalian, who's a fantastic Hollywood screenwriter. And Stephen developed this script over 10 years, you know. And then it just seemed to touch a pulse, a nerve in people, and it just started receiving all this acclaim, and still does, you know.
I would imagine that's quite a proud moment in your life to have played the role of Oskar Schindler.
Yes, it was. I was very, very humbled by it, and yeah, very much so. And just as an actor working with a great director, that side of it was awesome, you know. I have two methods of acting, and the first one is the hardest, which is the Jimmy Cagney School of Acting, which is, he once said to some young actress who was asking for advice, forgive my impersonation, walk in the room, plant your feet, speak the truth. There's that, which struck me very, very early in my career. And then there's the Clint Eastwood School of Acting, which I use nearly all the time. Forgive the impersonation again, I'll try. What's the problem? You hit a few marks, you say a few lines. And I try and do that.
Liam Neeson's wife, the actress Natasha Richardson, died following a skiing accident in March of last year. He said the messages of support from Northern Ireland had helped him.
I was about to interrupt you and say, let's not go there. But I appreciate your question, and I felt it very, very much. A wave of sympathy from official figures, the President of the Republic of Ireland, and leaders here in the North, very, very much so.
The First Minister, Peter Robinson, was at tonight's event, and as the Stormont executive tries to agree a budget, he said it was important the arts sector here was allowed to continue to grow.
Far from looking at cuts when it comes to this area of the creative industries, this is an area that we should be exploring and investing more in. And Mike Smith has already been at me as I arrived here about the potential for a new scheme in Belfast. So the opportunities will be here for people here in Northern Ireland.
The First Minister also joked how he was initially offered Liam Neeson's role as Hannibal in this year's movie release of The A-Team.
I don't know whether Liam knows this or not, but I challenged for one of the roles in The A-Team. They were looking for somebody who could lead a motley crew of the good, the bad and the awkward. And I obviously, with my experience, thought I would go forward. They found actually that when they looked at it that I had too much experience in that area. So I didn't get the job, and someone else did. I can't remember who it was.
Liam Neeson has now agreed to be a patron of Cinemagic. The Chronicles of Narnia, Voyage of the Dawn Treader opens in cinemas this weekend.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.